What's up, Retro fam? Last year, y'all helped me go to the county science fair and win. This year, I am going to it again, and I wanted to show y'all the process of making it, the rules, and me and my dad playing. So, over here, I had 3 questions, and I picked the second one out of the 3, which is...
So let's look at those questions real quick and see what those are. So there's kind of the list. Which question did you pick?
I picked question 2, which is how might I help kids learn about endangered species in a fun and interesting way? So, and then the next thing is, why did I choose this problem? I chose this problem because I love animals, and whenever it's like fun and interesting, like when I see it or I do something, like if it's a game or something, it mostly helps me learn about it. So I think it might help other kids too.
And so why'd you pick endangered species?
I picked endangered species because I wanted to learn more about it during my research for this project, and I
and what?
And I love animals.
Yeah, you love animals. And so you wanted to learn more about why you loved animals and what would happen if
an endangered animal, or if an endangered animal goes extinct, and what would happen.
But not just happen to the animal,
but what would happen to other animals and plants. Right here, it talks about right
here, yeah.
Here.
All right, now, boom, that's perfect. Look, so you were doing great. So I'm going to help you. I was trying to say love.
I already said that.
The ecosystem. That's the word I was pointing, and you did this. So, like how it affects the whole ecosystem. Okay. So last time, we're going to get it right this time. Here we go.
I hope.
Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, and...
What's up, Retro fam? Last year, y'all helped me go to the county science fair and win. This year, I'm going back to it, and I wanted to show you the process of making this new one that I have made, Keystone Clash Ecosystem TCG. So, I wanted to show y'all the process of me making it, the rules, and me and my dad playing. So up here is where I'm gonna go first. I have these 3 questions. I picked the second one out of the 3, which is how might I help kids learn about endangered species in a fun and interesting way? Well,
so why'd you choose that problem to solve?
Because I love animals, and it helps me learn about stuff in a fun and interesting way, so I think it'd be good for other kids. And
so you chose a...
So I chose a card game.
So what we got here?
Those are my cards.
So you made some cards right here, and we'll see those in a second. There's an example of one, huh?
One right there.
That's blown up. So it says, what do you already know about this problem, and how do you know it?
So what I already know about this problem is, like, I know that endangered animals, like, I know about them because in class, I know that endangered animals, when they go extinct, they hurt the whole ecosystem, not just themselves. And I also know because when I was in fourth grade, which is last year, I learned about animals and like I researched it and I saw like this endangered board and
So why don't you tell us all about your research right there?
well, the research I'll actually read. Through my research, I learned that some animals become endangered because of things humans do, such as cutting down forests, using pesticides, and polluting the environment. These actions damage ecosystems and destroy the plants and animals that live there. When this happens, it can cause a chain reaction. For example, a fig wasp, which is right here, what my project's about, if a fig wasp becomes extinct, fig trees can no longer grow. And right here, I have a real life version of the fig wasp going into a fig because the life cycle of a fig wasp is the fig wasp, it goes inside of the fig, it dies.
It literally dies.
Like it dies and the wings come off and it hatches its eggs. And that gives it like nutrients or some nutrients, and it helps the fig.
So here's the life cycle right here. It says they enter
the fig.
The female enters the fig, and then, like you said, the wings fall off.
Yeah.
And they go into the tiny hole, which is that hole right there, right?
Right there.
And then they lay their eggs, and then the male goes in
and dies.
And dies to help pollinate
it, yeah.
Which is crazy.
And
but from what we understand,
if
there's no fig wasps,
then it hurts certain animals like monkeys
because we won't have any figs
to eat.
Right, from fig trees.
Yeah. And then next.
So what's this empathize all about? It says who is impacted by this problem.
Empathize is like who is impacted by this problem. So like who's gonna use this?
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna? My user is gonna be people impacted by this problem are kids my age who are learning about animals in the environment.
Uh-huh.
And also teachers could use this for their classes.
And
like
right. So it says say the users, which is the kids. What might they say? What's it say?
Why are animals becoming endangered, and why should I care about the small insects?
That sounds like a fifth grader type of thing. Why should I care? So what do you think?
I think users, which is kids my age, might think that extinction only affects animals and not humans. They might also think that small animals are not as important as big animals.
Right.
Which is wrong because, like we said, a fig wasp, that's a pretty small animal, but if that goes extinct, then it'd be harmful to other animals like monkeys, which are pretty big animals.
So now you went into, you're like, how can I solve this problem, right?
Yeah. What should I do?
So you decided this here.
The users, so kids, will learn about animals in school, watch videos about nature, play games, and enjoy learning when it is fun and interactive. That's what I know because in classes I know that they mostly don't pay attention when it's just boring work.
Right.
And like it's just reading a passage.
So you had some ideas.
Yeah. Well, first I'm gonna do feel.
Oh yeah.
I think like the kids will feel curious about animals and surprised when they learn that small animals are important to the ecosystem, and they're just as important as a big animal.
Yeah.
And then I had some ideas.
So let's zoom in there. What are some of those ideas you had?
Some ideas, like the question right here is, what evidence do you have that the user needs your solution? There's evidence that users need this solution because many kids do not understand why animals become endangered.
I like how you said this right here. It says they'll go extinction because of a chain reaction.
Yeah.
Those chain reactions is each
A
piece.
chain reaction is like when it's like cause and effect.
Sure.
They're like a chain reaction when something happens, like we had our example up here, a fig wasp going extinct. That's a cause, and it affects other animals.
Right. So you decided, how are we going to teach this to kids that are going to be real bored with textbooks? So you came up with this mainly
trading card game.
And what's a trading card game?
A trading card game is like Pokemon, for example, or it could be baseball, any sports cards, stuff like that. Like cards you can trade and play with.
But it also is a game.
It's a game also.
Which would be really cool.
That's it, cool.
So you came up with a game, and it looks like here's your prototype.
Yeah, my prototype is what works. It's like
you're supposed to draw a picture.
Yeah, and I did of what it looked like at the start, and it's what works. I wrote the card game.
And so here's the cards, right, that we ended up coming up with.
Yeah. And this is what it looked like at first.
That's kind of your prototype, what you were drawing.
I said what works is a card game and what doesn't work is a board game.
Why not the board game?
Because the board game, that means it'd be way harder because not many people can just like walk around with a whole board game in their hand.
Right.
But it's pretty easy with this small thing. With the handle, just walking around like this, and then.
So the next part is the test. And we're going to show them how to test. But right here, you decided to do 3 different kinds of cards. Let's show them the 3 different types of cards that you have.
So I have my character cards.
Show some character cards.
I have this.
So all of these characters we looked up together. How many animals are potentially going to be extinct. So not all of these are extinct, but what we found out is if these guys go extinct, they would be really important. And so not only are they like endangered, but they are important in the ecosystem. Right. So we kind of was like,
we got those 3, which are the characters. Okay.
So those are your character cards, and then what?
Then we have impact cards.
So those are the impact. What does impact mean?
Impact means like they're harmful. Like these things harm our ecosystem and harm the animals.
And then what's the other one's called?
The other one is called, let me find them. Resource, I know that.
Yeah, so they're resource
cards. And they're good for the animals.
Yeah, so those are cool.
There's like just some of those.
And it looks like you have a lot more resource cards.
There are, it says it over there.
It says it right here. So the amount of cards that you have
40 ecosystem cards.
Yeah, so total. And then I think you had
10.
25 and 15, maybe?
25, 15, and 10.
And 10 character cards.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the rules of the game. Let's talk about the rules.
So the rules are it says some of the resources right there. It says most of them. And then it says the impact cards, which equal bad cards. And then the rules are each player chooses one animal card, so one character card. It sets the animal up, sets their animal to 40 points. That's how many they have at the start.
Mm-hmm.
And then place the deck in the center and decide who goes first. Okay? And then each round, all players will draw 2 cards. So there'd be a stack. Like
Well, let's show them.
Okay. So, have our characters.
So the character cards. So how about we both play? I'm going to choose the axolotl because he's funny looking. There's an
Can you
axolotl.
mix the cards a little?
And who are you going to choose?
I will choose...
The otter?
Yeah, I'll choose the otter.
You like the otter.
I like the otter.
So here's the otter.
Trying to mix this up a little.
All right. And so I'm going to put this here while we sort these cards out, and then we'll show you.
Because we don't just want resource on one side and
Right.
impact on the other. Because if we're drawing 2 cards from 2 decks, then getting one of each is bad because we always know that we get 10 points. Oh, we need to tell you about that. So if you get, if you get 2 impact cards, you get minus 10 points.
Yeah.
If you get 2 resource cards, you get plus 10 points. And if you get 1 resource and 1 impact, you get 0 points.
Right.
So you just stay.
So essentially, you want to always get resource cards.
Yeah.
And then the cool part is...
Like we played it once right here, and I won.
The cool part is that in order to win, you have to survive 2.
Yeah.
Because we can all die, right?
Yeah. You need to reach 100 points to win.
100 points to win. So if both of us are out, then
we lose.
like it's Armageddon. It's the end of the world, right? So let's do a stack. Here's a stack, and here's a stack.
Are they even?
I don't know that they're exactly even, but in order to show the game, I'm just kind of getting them started. Boom, boom, boom. There we go.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty even.
It's pretty even.
And then
so this is what he's got right here.
And then you put your other character cards around them. Like
all
this.
Right. So what essentially we were going to do, and this isn't a part of the game yet, but each one of these character cards will have some buffers, and depending on which resource cards or which impact cards will affect it differently. And that's how we would do like an expansion pack.
Also, we would.
But currently, that doesn't really affect anything. These are just kind of almost for fun.
Also, we were going to think about, it depends if you get a certain character, you get a certain amount of points at the start.
Yeah, that too. All right, so I'll let you start, and I'm going to let you draw for me too, since I'm kind of holding the camera.
Okay.
And then, so we both have 40 points. So we both start at 40, and you'll go first. And so flip your 2 cards over at the same time. So he gets 1
resource and impact. So
he
I get
got
0 points.
So resource and impact. So he stays at 40.
Yeah.
So for mine, I can do it now. So we just flip that one for me. Resource and impact. I'm also at 40.
I'm gonna go impact.
Impact. Is this going to be resource? Oh my goodness. I tried to shuffle them a little bit. These cards are thicker, so it is kind of hard to shuffle. But oh my goodness, resource and impact. Is it going to be resource and impact the whole time? Let's not. Here, right. Hold on. Let's do this.
Wait.
Let's do this.
Let us reshuffle.
Let's just do this. Let's just shake them up like this, and then instead of like 1 and 2, we just pick 2 out of the pile. So.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So we can just shuffle them. All right. So 1, impact, and then 2, resource. So nothing. Now your turn.
I got resource.
And resource. So he gets points. So now he's got 50 points, and I got 40 points. Right.
Also, we were thinking about doing
an impact and
Impact.
and impact. Oh man, so now
now
I'm down to
30.
30 and you're at 50. Now the reason we started at 40 instead of,
because there's 40 cards.
if we started at 0 and you got 2 impact right off the bat, you would be out.
Negative.
So yeah, and there's 40 cards. So
Hey,
so 0.
Equal.
Resource and impact. I stay nothing.
I'm gonna go this card all the way back here. Oh.
Resource.
Go
You need another resource.
this one. Impact.
Impact. All right. Resource. Resource. I'm back
40.
to 40. So I'm down 50 to 40.
Resource.
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 Oh, you got 60.
This is exactly how the
Resource.
other
Resource. 50.
50. I'm gonna go this card. It's on the very side.
Impact.
Resource. Impact. No,
Oh,
we're equal.
60-60. Resource.
50-50.
Resource. Boom. 60-50. I'm up. How awesome are those cards?
There. I love this picture.
Yeah. All right, 2 more.
Resource.
Resource and
Resource.
oh, you're up to
60.
60-60. Resource and impact. Nothing.
This one. Resource.
Resource and
Resource.
oh,
70.
60-70.
6-7.
6-7. All right. Resource and impact. Nothing.
Resource.
Resource and impact. Nothing. Resource.
So it's 70-70.
Impact. Get another impact. Oh, 70-60. 7-6. And
Yes, he stayed the same.
stayed the same. And as you can see, and he stayed the same. So now it's 70-60 still. And then we would flip these cards back over and we would keep playing until there's somebody get to 100.
Resource.
And impact. Nothing. I'm going to go with these two. Impact and then resource. Nothing. 70-70.
Resource.
Resource.
No, it's still 60-70.
Okay. Resource.
Now
So
it's
boom,
70-70.
70-70. 2 resources. 70-80. Oh, nothing. Oh, 70-70. So as you can see, now what would happen is, let's just pretend for the sake of the video that I ended up losing out. Okay. So one of the things that we are going to do is when you lose out, because I would impact it. So if I lose out right here for the 2 to 4 player game, so because we're only playing with 2 people, your score would be halved. So right now you have 70.
I have 80 because I just got research.
80. So right now he has 80.
I'd go back to 40.
He would go back to 40 if I was to die out. So my extinction still affects him getting to the final. And then he would have to continue playing. So it'd almost be like he's starting over by himself.
And then we also have a single
And if we have up to 4 players, every time someone goes out, it's 25%, 50%. And then if we're playing with 4 players, when the third person goes out, 100%. You start
dying
all the way at the bottom. And then
you cannot get
a double pack when all of us are gone. So if you get double impact on the first one,
and then in solo mode,
so it's really hard on the 4-1 to still win. You're the last person, but you got to battle all the way back, right?
In solo mode, there's also, it's technically the same thing, but you're just by yourself, and there's no like other people can get you down. So it's just play until you reach 100 points, or animal reaches 0. That means you lose. And then you start with 40.
So let's do this again. So 25% for the first person out, 50 for the second. for the second person out.
If you're playing with 4 people.
4 people. So the first person out, so that means only 3. Everybody loses 25%. 50 when you get down to 2, right?
Yeah.
And then when that person's out, 50, and then 100%.
That means
if we get to 100%,
0.
everybody loses. So everybody loses. So at the end, basically, somebody needs to win the game.
Yeah.
Or everybody loses. And so that's the whole idea because with the ecosystem, explaining it to the kids.
Everyone works together.
And so here's some cool pictures of us playing, getting it ready.
That's how we sorted it.
So let's show some of these cards for you. So like this one, clean air.
That's one of my favorite.
So let's focus that on in. There it is. Clean air.
Biodiversity is my favorite one.
And plastic waste.
This is my favorite one.
Biodiversity. Here's some sad one. Poaching.
It's sad.
Let's see. What else can we see?
Trees.
Trees, that's good. And opposite of that would be pollution. So plants.
Wildlife laws.
Plants and deforestation. That's opposite of each other, right? Here's one that we had down in Louisiana with the BP. So you had the oil spills. So
clean energy.
Clean oceans. And, and that's just how it is. So with that said, reflect is how you finalize this thing.
My reflect.
How do you feel about the project?
What I feel is I really love this game. It's fun and it would help me learn. But I think one thing we need to add is maybe more of the impact cards.
Right, because it seems like there's none.
It seems pretty easy, and if we have like 25 resource cards and only 15 impact cards, it'd be pretty easy to win. So I feel like I need to go like more impact cards than resource to make it a little harder.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the more.
So who can use this game?
Teachers could use it if they wanted. Kids. I just put kids 4 to 12 because that's mostly what kids the ages that kids learn about animals and their extinction. And even adults could play it with their kids at home.
It'd be really cool to get a Kickstarter for all these amazing games that you're doing. And check out that awesome logo.
Also, it's right here.
Oh yeah, and then it's also on his back. Check that out. And
drawn.
So he projected it on there and used markers to kind of
trace it
out. So
so that was me showing you the process of this amazing game that I've made. And
how much are you going to be selling it for?
If I sell it, probably $15 to $20.
And that's not too bad. It's kind of like a cool card game. I mean, Uno and stuff card games go for like $9, $10. So $15, cool. Yeah. That's pretty awesome. And you did a little, what's that? A cool little
box.
Survival box for them all to go in.
I wrote Keystone Clash Ecosystem TCG right there.
Well,
it's hard to see.
All right.
All right. Peace. See ya. Forgot what we used to say.
What do we say?
Bye.
And we're out.